Number A1-900-020.
Thinking about investing in the stock market? Go to philsgang.com, where we have over 50 years experience in trading and investing in the stock market. Phil's Gang teaches you how to make profits in the market with stock chart analysis, up-to-the-minute alerts, and always keeping you informed with professional guidance in long and short-term positions. Go to Phil's.
Listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
When the stock market is up one day and down the next, you need experienced advice from a pro.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I know you're sitting there watching the stock market. You're going, what? Is this nuts? Market goes up 700 points. Next day it goes up 800 points. Then the market goes back down. Then it goes back up. What that is volatility.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently?
But you got to anticipate what's going to happen with the market. And that's what we give you. Information so you can anticipate in advance what the market's going to do, so you know what stocks to buy, you know what stocks to short. It's all about having good information and anticipation. You got to anticipate. The one thing you can't do is rely on your brokers. Listen.
Our responsibility begins and ends with our partners and our shareholders, and that's it.
What are you, nuts? Partners or shareholders? You're not included.
Check out the free 10-day trial and follow Phil to investing success. Learn more at philsgang.com. philsgang.com.
At St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, we're fighting against childhood cancer every day. At the heart of this battle are our donors.
Most of us want to make some type of difference in the lives of others. St. Jude does miraculous work.
The fact that no one has to pay, it's a place where everyone is treated as an equal.
Everybody is welcome here, and it doesn't matter your religion or what part of the world you're from. All that is taken away. It just gives you some hope.
It's just a nice feeling to put your energy into something that really does genuinely make a difference in a child's life.
There's just no greater gift. If we have the ability to help, then we have a responsibility to help.
Finding cures, saving children. St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Find out how you can help at stjude.org.
What if you could have an in-depth understanding of the stock market just like the pros? Well, thanks to Phil Grandy and philsgang.com, you can. Phil'sGang.com offers comprehensive, up-to-date market information designed to help you understand and anticipate market behavior. With Phil'sGang.com, you'll build your investing confidence even through down cycles and periods of uncertainty. Go to Phil'sGang.com. Phil'sGang.com today. 877-600-GANG. 877-600-4264. You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
Did you know breast cancer kills 113 people every day? That's unacceptable.
African American women die from breast cancer nearly 41% more than Caucasian women.
That's unacceptable.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of all cancer deaths for Hispanic women.
Breast cancer is unacceptable.
Together with Susan G. Komen, we're committed to reducing U.S. breast cancer deaths by half.
And we're going to do it by 2026.
Visit Komen.org/unacceptable.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Want the truth when investing in the stock market? Here's how.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. Listen to my radio show every day because that's where you're going to get the truth. You're not going to get the truth listening to these dopes on Fake Business News Network. The other day, Kramer said, don't listen to the banks. They're giving you wrong information. When he told you to buy Merrill Lynch, remember? And what happened? They went broke.
Get the truth at philsgang.com.
Join my gang, philsgang.com. Get the truth. And also listen to me on my podcast on YouTube and Rumble. That's philsgang.com.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Bill, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this. But it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
philsgang.com.
The stocks discussed on Phil's Gang are not in any way a recommendation or solicitation to buy, sell, or hold. If considering acting on information presented, we first recommend you seek out a competent, licensed professional for advice. Get ready for the radio show that tells you what Wall Street doesn't want you to know.
Oh, I'm a money magnet. Money, money, money's coming to me. Money sets me free. I'm a money magnet. Money's coming to me.
It's your daily dose of how to manage your money. And now it's time for Phil's Gang on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. With your host, Phil Grandy.
I think the lows are in, and I do think this could be a decent year on the market.
The reasons for why the market should go down technically are just not there.
What we think is the bear market is over because the underlying fundamentals or the systematic risk just isn't that high.
It's nice to see that leadership coming from tech finally, because as we all know, what's it make up 26% of the S&P? That's it's important for this bull market to continue. We are thinking it's a new bull market, honestly.
You sound insane. Do you realize that? You should be medicated.
All of them sound insane. This is what they've been saying. And all this time, I've been telling you the opposite. And every time the market rallied and they tell you to buy on a dip, I'd warn you, do not buy on a dip. You're going to give it all back. I mean, it's amazing. This is what they've been saying. That's their job. Their job is to pump you up. Their job is to get you to go buy something because our economy is not functioning. It's not functioning. Consumers, they have less income due to the inflation. Their wages not going up fast enough to meet inflation. Housing going to collapse. And this is unbelievable. And these people knew that when they were saying that. I mean, it's crazy. And it was so easy to see what's going on. When Biden, again, shut down the economy, meaning not the economy, but shut down oil production, and gasoline soared from $2.39 to $5. What did they think was going to happen? We're not a new country. We haven't experienced this. These gangsters in Washington knew exactly what was going on. Same thing with Wall Street, and they're going to get rich off of it while you're going to end up holding the bag. It all started in 2008. What a fraud QE was. What a fraud. Keep printing money, keep printing money. And what we'll do is take that money and we'll make sure we buy bonds and we'll get those interest rates down to zero and the economy will explode because the companies are going to buy their own stock back. Oh, and all that money the company's making is going to dribble all the way back down to Main Street. Going to dribble back down to the people who make between $35,000 and $65,000. Never happened. It was a scam. It was a scam. That stock buyback was the worst thing that ever happened. QE destroyed this nation. But it wasn't QE that destroyed the nation. Remember, Obama is the one who really started the destruction of this nation when he doubled our debt. Oh, I know everybody loves Obama. But you don't understand what he did. He doubled the debt of our nation. His debt grew so big, it was larger than all the other 43 presidents combined. Think about that. It went from, 5 trillion to, what was it, Willie? 5 to 15 trillion. It's almost 3 times, more than doubled. 10 to 20. Nobody ever did that. That was horrible. And what did we get for it? Our economy didn't grow. If you're going to go into debt, I talked about this before, you want productive debt. Are you kidding? Buying cell phones? Put it on the welfare list? Hey, give everybody a welfare phone. Everything they did is helicopter money. Put all this money, helicopter fly above it, just throw it out the window. None of the money they used was productive. And they didn't care. They didn't care how much debt they were going into. They didn't care that our debt to our GDP growth was beyond 60%. Every nation has been warned. Never take your debt to GDP ratio, put it over 60%, or you are going to lose your country like Rome did. We're at 130%. Debt to GDP growth, 130%. That means every dollar we spend, we never get back. Every dollar we put into investment, we don't get back. We should get the dollar back and another 30 cents in growth. No, we're not growing. And what that means is when you can't grow, you can't pay your debt. So that means we keep spending more than we take in. That's a deficit. We have to keep going to China, and China has to keep taking that debt and funding it for us. That's terrible. So the monetary policy that Powell put together, okay, now remember, it went from Obama. He's the one that caused most of the damage because of how much he increased our debt. Now you got Biden. So between those two characters, Trump wasn't in office long enough to create debt. So this monetary policy to fight all this inflation was to, hey, we'll simply raise the short-term Fed rate from 0 to 4.75. That'll do it. That'll do it. Well, wait a minute. How long are you going to do that for? Every crash, substantial crash, it goes, something hits and the market drops big, and it drops fast. Look what happened in 1987. Boom, market went right down because we had a trade deficit that hit $17 billion. Boom, we went straight down. Look at 2018. We went down, about 22% in about 16 weeks. 2020, in 5 weeks, we went down 38%. Here we are, 66 weeks, and we still can't get even. This is insane. So what happened is his monetary policy to raise the short-term Fed rate from 0 to 4.75 has taken years now. And that's what's creating a problem. He should have raised rates right to 9-10%. Get it over with within 3-4 months. Go into a recession. They didn't do any of that. They wanted it both ways. Oh, we'll fight inflation, but we want to still get rich. We will fight inflation, but we have that QE and all that feels so good. When I can borrow money, it doesn't cost me a penny to borrow money. And I go and I can buy stock. I can buy my own company stock, and I can get rich on the stock options. Congress, boy, we know exactly what's going on in the stock market. We get the information first. Oh my God, just think of the money. We can borrow all this money free, and we can play the stock market. This is the congressman. Nobody was looking out for the people. Congress was getting rich off the stock. The CEOs were getting rich off the stock options. What did the company get out of stock buybacks? Not a damn thing. They didn't get anything out of the stock buybacks. And what about the employees in the company? Did their standard of living go up? What are you, nuts? Up? It caved. So the workers, Main Street, they got nothing out of the $123 trillion to bring interest rates down to 0, to grow the stock market, which was the NASDAQ, 1,200%. Think about this. What do you think if the stock market went up 1,200%, the NASDAQ, the tech, 1,200% from 2008 to 2013? Don't you think that the people on Main Street, people who make less than $100,000 a year, $60,000 a year, don't you think they'd be doing okay? Something's wrong. Yeah, because Congress is full of crooks.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG. Phil Grande has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence.
Hi, I'm Phil Grande at philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free. If anything, during that 10-day period, you're going to learn how the market really works. You're going to find information that you never had before. You're going to walk away and go, I didn't know that. So join my gang for 10 days free, philsgang.com. And you're also going to learn how to make money when the market goes down. It's kind of silly just sitting there when the market going down, hoping. Why hope when you can sell short and make money? Either way, you make money when the market goes up, you make money when the market goes down. That's the benefit of Phil's Gang. you make money.
Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level.
philsgang.com. Sign up free for 10 days.
With the philsgang.com membership, we bring investors right to the floor, into the pits with Phil's daily live webinar classroom. Get inside market guidance on investing strategies. Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. Don't have time to analyze and study stocks? At philsgang.com, we recognize that there are all types of investors, and we also recognize that your time is valuable. So we offer investing programs for all individuals. We offer investing programs for long-term and short-term positions. And philsgang.com provides quick and easy to understand investing videos that only take a few minutes to watch. With the philsgang.com investing programs, you will learn technical stock charting, how to execute your trades, and most importantly, you will gain the confidence to know when to get out of a stock and take profits. Sign up at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or give them a call, 877-600-GANG. Are you a stock market investor without all the information?
What are you, nuts? Market's going up, market's going down. We're getting all this bad information.
How do you invest intelligently? Phil Grandy can show you.
If you want real information and you really want to know what the market's going to do and you want the truth, go to my site, philsgang.com, and also listen to me on my radio show every weekday at 3 o'clock Eastern.
Phil's got the answers at philsgang.com.
That's philsgang.com, where you get the truth and you get the information you need about the market.
If you want to invest your money and grow your wealth, listen to this.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I get so tired of listening to the same garbage every day, listening to the fake business news network telling you why you should buy this stock, why you should buy, and they're always wrong. Join my gang, philsgang.com, free for 10 days. You're going to learn when to buy a stock and when not to buy a stock. Hey, years ago, it was different. You could buy a stock based on fundamentals. You could buy a stock based on earnings. You could buy a stock based on PE ratios. Those days are gone. That ended with QE. That ended when they financially engineered the market in 2008. Gone. Now you got to follow the money. And we have the knowledge because we have the chart. Pro 2 color-coded chart tells you when to buy, when to sell, when to run like hell.
For a limited time, you can join Phil's Gang free for 10 days.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Get the truth, get the knowledge, and understand how the market really works.
Short on time, but want to invest in the stock market? Let philsgang.com help you. For only $39.95 a month, you get complete access to all of Phil's powerful investing programs, videos, and resources.
That works for me. Log in, watch the videos, and make profits.
Find out more at philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. philsgang.com.
Remember, when this market crashed in 2009, it should have never crashed because the chairperson of these two committees, their job was to protect consumers, protect our investments, and they're supposed to ensure that our investments are being monitored. Where were they in 2009 and 2008? They weren't anywhere because they don't do that. They take care of themselves. They protect themselves. They become richer. So you can't depend on these crooks in Congress. The stock market is a great place to be, but you just got to know this is a different market than your grandfather's market. So why don't you, for 30 days, join my gang, 877-600-GANG. Try it for 30 days, $39.95. Follow me. I tell you when to buy, when to sell, when to add, and when to run like hell. All I ask you, start making money. Please remember St. Jude.
Don't wait. Join Phil's Gang today and make profits. Go to philsgang.com or call 877-600-GANG. That's 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264. Welcome back. Are you ready to make profits in the stock market? Why not check out philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Welcome back to Phil's Gang. Join my gang. I keep saying this every day. Join my gang. It's free. 10 days. Learn how to sell short. But God darn, I mean, you've got to learn how to sell short. You know, what else you going to do? When you sell short, you're going to keep making money. Think of what mess we are in right now. And it was designed that way. It was designed by Washington and by Washington and Wall Street. Everything they did was to benefit themselves. It was right, the same thing when they had the housing, when they had the big housing boom, remember? 2008. Who did benefit? Who did that housing boom benefit? Oh, let's go back. Who did the tech boom benefit? Who did the tech boom benefit? Not America. I mean, not the people on Main Street. Didn't benefit them at all. They gained nothing. And what about the housing? Big housing boom we had. Main Street didn't benefit. Main Street had to come up with whatever the hell it was, $120 billion to bail out Fannie and Freddie. And then Main Street had to bail out all the banks. But who benefited? The banks and Congress, the people in Congress. So think about it. You did not benefit with the dot-com. You had to pay for the dot-com crash. Inflation started back then, not the COVID. Started back then. Then what happens? Then we had 9/11. So what did Baby Bush do? He doubles the debt from $5 to $10 trillion. Did it benefit us? No. He flew to Atlanta, Georgia, stood there downtown and said, I'm going to give everybody a home. Everybody's going to get a home, whether you can afford it or not. And we're going to print the money and make sure, and borrow the money and make sure you're going to get a house, because we're going to print so much money and borrow so much money. We're going to get interest rates down so low. You don't even have to tell us your income. We don't even need to see your income. Who did that benefit? We went broke. Who benefited? Congress and Wall Street. Okay, they benefited. Main Street got screwed. So, and we're stuck with a $5 to $10 billion debt. Doubled it. He doubled it. Then who came in after him? Obama. Oh, what did we benefit from him? Are you kidding? He takes and doubles our debt again. And our economy's not growing. When he doubled our debt, when Bush doubled our debt, the economy was hardly growing. When Obama came in and doubled our debt, the economy was like at 2.1%. Terrible. If you're going to have a good economy growth, it's got to be 5%, like Reagan had, like Clinton had, Bill Clinton had. We didn't even have 2% with Bush. Obama, I think, what was it? We never hit 5 or 4 or 3% with, but we doubled our debt. So who benefited? Obama certainly did. Look, he's got houses all over the world now. So he doubles the debt, Obama, from 10 to 20. So think about these two characters. Bush starts out at $5 billion. Obama leaves office, it's $20 billion. So please tell me something. Between Bush and Obama, our debt went from $5 trillion to $20 trillion. And our growth between the two of those guys didn't go up more if you average it 2%, 2.5%. What, are you nuts? Who benefited? That's where the inflation started, back there. But they masked the inflation. They keep masking it. Then Trump comes in. Everybody, he look at this. He went $7 trillion. Wait a minute. No, let's talk facts. Yes, debt went up $7 trillion, but remember, 5 of the $7 trillion wasn't his doing. That was COVID. He increased our debt just by $2 trillion, and they impeached him, threw him out of office. So we go from 5 from Bush, Obama, now we're at 20. Trump adds on about $2 trillion, really is his, and now comes Biden. Look at the debt.
So now what are we going to do? We can't grow the economy. Our debt, think about this, our debt to our growth is 130%. Are you kidding me? Our ratio of debt to growth is, you got to have it no more than 70, 60 is better. We're at 130. That means that we cannot grow our economy to have enough money so that we can pay down our debt. We never can pay our debt down. So our national debt is 130% of our GDP growth. Our deficit is 10% of our GDP growth. Our interest is 4.4% of our GDP. What, are you nuts? That means our ratio of debt to economic GDP growth is more than 60, 70%. It's 130%. And that means that the debt is unsustainable. It's unsustainable. And we had Powell yesterday lying. Oh, no, he says it's sustainable. How can it be sustainable? I mean, just think about this. This is insane. How can it be sustainable? When your national debt is 130% of your GDP growth, your deficit is 10%, your interest 4%, 4.4% of GDP, that means you never can get rid of your debt because you're always going to be spending more than you take in. So you're always going to have China financing our deficit. So things get worse, not better. So let me ask you, from 5 trillion to 31 trillion, where did we benefit? Washington did, congressmen did, they all did, not us.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
I believe that every single human being with a laptop computer and an internet connection should be required to give trading at least a shot.
Following Phil, his charting system has really been a huge impact on my career and my life.
I believe that every educated individual on planet Earth.
I would recommend Phil's Gang to the mom and pop out there. I would recommend it to parents teaching their children. I would recommend it to grandparents.
Should do this. It's not for every single human being on Earth. I know this, but it's one of those things that you should try, because if you happen to get it right, if you happen to be one of the ones that this is for.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Oh my God.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. That's right, philsgang.com. Join my gang for 10 days. It's free.
What's in front of you is a life of incredible joy, freedom, and independence.
philsgang.com.
You can be a successful investor in the stock market by knowing what the market is going to do.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. God, you go nuts listening to these shows on TV, Kramer, any of them. I mean, they're giving you total garbage. Garbage in, garbage out. One day they tell you, buy this stock. Next day, don't buy this stock. Then you have two people on the show. One guy saying buy it, the other guy says don't buy it. So the question is, what the hell do you do? Well, we don't have questions here at Phil's Gang. And they never have to ask the question, what do you think the market's going to do? My members always know what the market's going to do because they've learned how to follow the money. That's right, follow the money. You don't follow fundamentals. You follow the money. And what is that? That's volume. That's the buyers and the sellers. And the other thing, you got to learn how to sell a stock as well as buy a stock.
Follow the money. Follow Phil Grandy.
Check it out, philsgang.com. Go to my podcast, YouTube, and Rumble every day. That's philsgang.com.
What are you, nuts? 85% of the people do not know how to get out of the market. They lose money because they don't know when to get out. I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I solved that with my Pro 2 color-coded chart. It tells you when to get out. It tells you when to get in, tells you what to add, not to add. Specifically, when do I get out? It tells you that. Check it out. Go to my site, philsgang.com. Get your 10-day free trial of my Pro 2 color-coded chart and a membership.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Our team is comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. Phil's Gang has successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. You don't need to be a seasoned investor to benefit from the Phil's Gang platform, no matter what level of investor you are. Phil's Gang strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action, avoid market pitfalls, and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Good investing means understanding how the stock market works.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, if you really want to make sense of this market, you can't be listening to the fake Business News Network. They will not tell you the truth. They're to get you excited, to make sure you go out and you're happy so you'll buy something. That's not what we do here at Phil's Gang. We give you the truth, the direction, and that's what you need. Listen to me on my radio show each day and also on my Rumble and YouTube channel podcast. philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%. Lumber's up 67%. Heating oil, what, 60%? Gasoline, 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
You know, it's amazing. All day for my members, Steve and I keep our eyes glued to the yield, the 10-year Treasury yield, because any professional who's in the stock market, they know looking at that yield, you can always anticipate if the market's going to go up or the market's going to go down. And yesterday, it was sickening. Remember what happened. They've been doing everything to make sure that we do not drop the S&P, but mostly the NASDAQ. They do not want to drop through the 250-day moving average. If it goes down through that, we're going to take out October low. Remember the October, the bottom's in, October, the bottom's in. No, it's not. But let's just use it. They're scared to death. If we break through that 250-day moving average, the S&P and the NASDAQ breaks through that, we're going to go straight down, hit October low, go straight down. We're going down at least 60, 70%. We're going to be in a worse shape we've ever been in any crash. And they know that's going to happen, but they're not going to be truthful with you. In fact, if you go back, you see what they've been doing. You go back to Thursday and Friday. Remember, we had 4 weeks. The market, every Friday, and the fourth week, down again. 4 consecutive weeks, the market ended down negative. We start the 5th week, last Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, market keeps going down. We're now going to go into our 5th consecutive down week. Thursday hits. Boom, we break through the 50-day moving average, 200-day moving average. Panic hits. So Powell turns around, takes the interest money that he gets from all the
treasuries, the $8 trillion treasury, it's on his balance sheet that he gets tremendous interest from. That's why he's not paying them down. He gets tremendous interest, so he could take that interest, and he went and he bought a whole bunch of bonds. So he wanted the yield to go down so he could push the market back up. So that's what happened. So on Thursday, they pushed those yields down artificially. Friday, they pushed those yields down artificially. Boom, we end the day. We have a 500-point gain. Everybody's celebrating. I told people, do not buy that rally. It's going to give it all back because they went into the market, into our free market system, and they interfered with the free market system. They rigged it by pushing down those yields using the interest income from the $8 trillion in yield sitting on the Fed balance sheet. So they push that yield down. Market goes up. Everybody's celebrating. Monday comes, pre-market. You know how you always look pre-market says pre-market, right? Implied open. They're pushing the bond yield down again, the yield's down again, so that we'd have an implied open plus 35, plus 65. Ever notice every morning, no matter how much the market closes down, it's always 35, 65 implied opening morning. So that's what they did. So they did that on Monday morning. Market opens Monday morning. Boom! They're trying to keep those yields down, keep on pushing those yields. They can't do it. Why? Because the yields want to go back up. Because there's too many sellers. The yields want to go back up. So yesterday, we're sitting here, and all of a sudden, yields are going up on Tuesday, and the market is giving up that whole 500-point rally. And now the market's about 1% above that 50-day moving average or 200-day moving average, 1% above it. And they would not let that 50-day moving average break down, the S&P break down through that 50-day moving average. They kept it 1% all afternoon, 1% away from that support. Can you imagine the rigged market? So here we are today. The yields are going back up again. The market's back down again. So here's the point. You're in a market that's, when I tell you, you can believe me when I tell you the market's going to break through that 50 and 200-day moving average. They may play this game for another week. Remember, every time they push the yield down artificially, they push the market up. They can't keep doing that because there's too many sellers. There's too many, and we don't have enough buyers. So we are going to go through the 50 and the 200, and we're going to hit the October low, go straight through it. Mark my words. Now, the whole problem we have, as I said to you, when you go back and look at the debt we have today. So we went from $5 trillion in debt to $31 trillion. What did you get out of it? What did I get out of it? Inflation. This is insane. Insane. And Trump, remember, he only contributed $2 trillion of his $7 trillion, because remember, $5 trillion of the $7 trillion went to COVID. He only, in his 4 years, he only contributed $2 trillion. So all this debt, now we got a problem. So what they come up with an idea. Well, Biden now, can you imagine how stupid this is? We know, and Biden knows, that we've gone from $5 trillion to $31 trillion. And now what he's decided to do, he's going to kill oil production, and he's going to be part of the new Green Deal with AOC and Bernie Sanders, two Marxists. That's his decision. Are you kidding? And then you saw gasoline go up about 80%, food, everything went up, right? So how are they going to fight the inflation? With stupidity. So they turned around and said, here's what we're going to do. Let's raise those Fed rates. We'll go from 0 to 4.75. What? Of course it failed. Anytime you start raising rates from 0 to 4.75, that causes the dollar to become strong. And when you have a strong dollar, they kill your economy because all the companies, their margins shrink, their earnings shrink, their profits shrink, their productivity shrink, everything bad. That was their idea? They didn't give a damn. Can you imagine any president sitting there knowing that we went from $5 trillion to $31 trillion, and he decides to go into debt even more? And then by creating that debt and creating that inflation, he's going to fight it by raising rates. What? And then he raises rates a little at a time, little at a time, little at a time, killing us. Because every time he remember, every other crash, it would an event would occur, boom, you go down in 5 weeks, then you're out of it. 16 weeks, you're out of it. 22 weeks, you're out of it. Here we are, 66 weeks, we're still not out of it. The consequences are going to be massive, but nobody wants to believe it. Nobody wants to believe it. So our national debt now at 130% of our GDP. Our deficit's 10% of our GDP. Our interest is 4.4% of GDP. That means we're screwed. They're not going to tell you that, though. Now, here's what they've been telling you. These guys, these jibber-jabbers, have been telling you this.
The reasons for why the market should go down technically are just not there.
What we think is the bear market is over because the underlying fundamentals or the systematic risk just isn't that high.
Can you believe this? This is what they're telling you when our national debt shouldn't be any more, the ratio to debt more than 60%, but now it's at 130%. And when you get your deficit is 10% of your GDP, and here's where you're really screwed, interest 4.4% of GDP, it means that we can never get rid of our debt. Because you can't grow your economy to create a surplus to push your debt down. And that's the only way we're going to get back to where you and I are going to do well again, grow. You know, our standard of living grows. But they don't care. So that's why every day I beg you, join my gang, learn how to sell short. At least you're covered. At least you're making money instead of sitting here with a 401k dying.
Want more information on this show? Go to philsgang.com or give them a call at 877-600-GANG.
What, are you nuts? If the stock market can make you so rich, especially Apple and Microsoft and Google and Amazon and the rest, why are so many Americans poor? If the 401k promises you a retirement, then why is it we are in a retirement crisis? Here's the answer. Because 85% of you get out of the market too late. I fixed that with my color-coded chart, which tells you when to buy, when to sell, and when to get out. That's right, when to run like hell. Check it out. You get a free membership and the free color-coded chart for 10 days. Check it out, philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, I've been doing this business of trading over 55 years. God, they make it so complicated. It doesn't have to be. The best way to learn is to follow me, my actual investments. That's right. When I buy a stock, you follow me. Do exactly what I do. That's the best way to learn.
Check out the free 10-day trial. Learn more at philsgang.com.
Be my co-pilot at philsgang.com. Do what I do.
That's philsgang.com.
Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. You know, over the years, I've successfully taught tens of thousands of investors how to navigate the market with confidence. Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, the advice, and the software that will take your investing to the next level. You know, I have a team comprised of successful investors, all with proven track records. And the Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy, when to sell, when to hold, when to run like hell, even short. Learn about common market mistakes and how to minimize them. You don't have to be a seasoned investor to benefit from Phil's Gang and platform. No matter what level investor you are, my strategies for investing are designed to put you on the path to success. Sign up for the 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Avoid market pitfalls and start winning with Phil's Gang. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
You want to invest your money and grow your wealth. How do you invest intelligently? Become a Phil's Gang member and receive the training, advice, and software that will take your investing to the next level. Phil's Gang software is easy to use, painless to navigate, and tells you exactly when to buy and sell to help maximize profits. Sign up for a 10-day free trial to see our platform in action. Learn more at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com.
What, are you nuts? Coffee's up 92%, lumber's up 67%, heating oil, 60%, gasoline 55%. I understand why you guys are telling me to raise my rates here at Phil's Gang, but we haven't raised our rates since 2001. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy at philsgang.com. I'm not going to raise my rates. Our membership's been $39.95 since 2001, and for a good reason. So that you have enough room that when you do make money here at Phil's Gang, and you will, because you're going to learn how to short stocks, that there's enough room to send some money to St. Jude. That's why we never raised our price. And that's why we give you good value. So, you want to continue with good value, good information, be on the right side of the market? Join my gang, philsgang.com, where the price has not moved, where we fight inflation. philsgang.com. You're not alone. 80% of those in the stock market, just like you, lose money. Hi, I'm Phil Grandy, philsgang.com. Why do they lose? Because they don't know how to short stocks in a down market. That will change once you use my patent Pro 2 color-coded chart. It works. The technology works. And it not only gives you an edge on the upside, but Pro 2 will put a smile on your face on the downside. That's right. Check it out. Free 10-day trial at philsgang.com.
Welcome back to the Phil's Gang Radio Show. Want to know more about Phil's Gang? Go to philsgang.com or give us a call at 877-600-4264. Now, here's Phil.
Hey, good afternoon, gang. It's Steve Celeste here with philsgang.com. Just wanted to tell you how to get engaged with Phil's Gang and how to become part of the Phil's Gang membership or how to try us for 10 days free. Simply go to philsgang.com. That's www.philsgang.com and click on Get Started at the top of the website. Click on the big red banner that says Working Investor 10-day free trial, and that's all you got to do. And hey, while you're at the website, why not stop by our gift shop, see if there's something in there for you or for somebody you know. All right, thanks, and back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Steve. You know, you should never be in a position where you have to worry if the market's going down. The one thing we do here every day is the first responsibility to get people to understand what moves the stock market up, what moves the stock market down. You know, the stock market doesn't move up because Kramer comes out and says, the CEO, he's a good friend of mine. He's one of my best friends. I met him when I had dinner with him last time. He's going to do that. And people run and buy the stock. Don't know. They have no clue about the stock market. That's why 85% of people lose money. Give you an example. Because of the monetary policy that Powell put in place to fight the crazy inflation created by Biden, where he went in and took our zero rates and moved them up to 4.75. I mean, that's insane right there. That's insane. So what we did is we waited. We looked at gold and we waited. We waited for the yields to start coming down. Anytime your yields start coming down or interest rates start coming down, you always look at the Fed rate. The Fed short, anybody can see the Fed short-term rate. That's the one they went from 0 up to now 4.75. So we wait for that to come down. So anytime, and guess what happens? Anytime you have that yield coming down, that interest rate coming down, guess what follows? The dollar. So that tells me we got to buy gold. So we bought GDX, the ETF for miners. We got 12% out of that. Then we turned around and we waited until the opposite happened, where we got it switched around, where everything was going back up. You had yields going back up. That means the dollar's going back up. So we knew now to take GDX and sell it short. And right now we have a 7% gain. So get what I'm saying.
Nobody ever teaches you that. You never hear any of those jibber jabbers on TV. It's always the hot stock, the hot stock. And understand this, when they do those shows on TV, they do the shows for each other. When they get on TV and there's 3 or 4 of them there, they're impressing each other. They're not giving you any value. If they were going to give you value, they'd be pounding into you, like I do every day, my gang, how to identify what the yields are doing, because the stock market goes up or down based on those yields. It's not hard. Combine that with the color-coded chart and the algorithms that Steve put in that follows the yields going down, dollar going down, gold turns green, boom, tells us, great conference, gold through, buy. Then the algorithms turn around and tell us, oh, they're taking money out of gold. Taking money out of gold. So now you see the yields going up, and you see the dollars going up. That means now you wait, and all of a sudden it turns red. Our color code turns red, so now we start shorting. We did the same thing with another gold stock, AU. Waited for the yields to go down. That means the dollar went down. We bought AU up 30%. Now, instead of going looking for another stock, like 85% of people do, that's the mistake they make, we said, let's turn around and we'll wait until those yields start going back up. If the yield goes up, dollar's going to go up, and that means AU, the 30% gain, it'll turn around and give it back, and we'll sell it short. And that's what we're doing now. Now we got 15% to the good side on the way down. You understand what I'm saying? What makes this market hard is no one's being honest with you. Have you ever heard one day any of those jibber jabbers talk about what the bond market's doing as to your stock? No. They don't want you to know. Does anybody ever talk to you about the trade deficit? That's a killer. That's a killer. Unbelievable. How can you expect the market not to go through the 200 and the 50-day moving average and go through the October lows? When, are you kidding? Our sales are turned to nothing. We can't even get sales going. Our margins are shrinking. Our earnings are the worst in 5 years, 10 years? Our productivity, we can't even identify any productivity. It's negative. I mean, this is unbelievable. So, and people yet have the hope, listening to these jibber jabbers, that the market's going to go up. How? The consequences of what Baby Bush did right up to Obama, when they went from $5 trillion to $20 trillion in debt, and growing between the two of them 2%. When Reagan was growing 5% GDP growth, when Bill Clinton was between 4 and 6%. Trump, when he left office, he was growing the economy 6.5% with inflation at 1.4%. And then Biden comes in, trips everything upside down, and now what's our inflation? 6.5%. What's our GDP growth? 1.5. So think about it. 6.5 GDP growth the day Trump leaves. 24 months later, it went from 6.5 down to 1.5. Are you kidding? So the one thing we tell our students every day so they know what's going on, anytime, like last Friday, Wall Street wrapped up the week with a rally of 375 on Friday. Why? Because the bond yields were artificially dropped from 4.09 to 3.95. So we knew that our industrials were going to rally, and we knew our materials were going to rally because we knew what the yields were doing. We knew the dollar was going down, so we knew that we would have a good day in industrials and materials. We also knew we were going to have a good day with our big tech stocks. So between our big tech stocks, between our industrials, our materials, these are all cyclical stocks, we knew we were going to have a good day. We also knew the non-cyclicals, the consumer staples, the ones they tell you, go buy Procter & Gamble, go buy Clorox, you'll be safe, go buy popcorn, go buy Target. They got screwed. All those stocks dropped. So our cyclicals were rallying while our non-cyclicals were going down. And we were shorting the non-cyclicals. So we're shorting Target and we're buying Caterpillar because we understand how the market works. 85% of you don't know how it works. You depend on these people. And what do these people tell you every day? What do they tell you every day? Everything's just great. Everything's just fine.
What we think is the bear market is over.
But how could they ever say the bear market is over when your debt to GDP growth is at 130 when it should be at 60? Say that they're telling you that it's almost over? Are you kidding me? When we can't get rid of our debt, we'll never get rid of our debt. It's impossible with a ratio of 130%. You can't get. That means we got to keep begging China to finance our deficits. That means we have no surplus ever to get rid of our debt. So if we don't get rid of our debt, we can't grow our economy. We can't grow our economy. Your wages don't go up. Your savings don't go up. Your 401k doesn't go up. Everything goes down. But who gets rich? The people who know what they're doing. And who's that? Congress, Wall Street, and the professionals in this business that understand how the market truly works. Why don't you join my gang for 10 days? It's free. What a difference it'll make. Because it's not just about charting, it's understanding how the market works. See you on the chart. Join my gang, philsgang.com.
You have been listening to Phil's Gang with your host, Phil Grandy, on the Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Off the Wall Street Radio Network. Remember to visit Phil's website at philsgang.com. That's philsgang.com. Or call the office, 877-600-4264. That's 877-600-4264.
It's up to me.